Okay. Hello. Hello, please. Hello, please. 1, 2, 3. Wow, YouTube, you're here. All right. Alrighty then. We gotta do some more testing on the tree chopping. Oh, hang on. Before you do that, let me start the visual logger here. So one problem, I was trying to fix the misses from yesterday, and I've done that. I think I've done that. For like when he misses the tree, I do like a fake chop basically. But now the code that I have here is now having a side effect of when the tree is felled, it's not actually felled until the next swing. Which is weird. Probably because I put the... Oh no, the damage does go through. I remember seeing the damage. Frantic, hello? Good morning. I don't know why it is. I get the, I remember seeing there. Let me just, we'll do the vlog here. Thank you, Editor Hash, thank you. Okay, hopefully I got that last swing. Are you deving in UE5? Yes. Yes. There it is. Yep, there's the fell result. Okay. Oh, we've received... Okay, we're hitting the... Whoops. And pin that. Put that back. Put that back. Okay, I'm receiving the fell result over and over and over again. That doesn't seem... correctamundo. Oh, right, because it we have the chop tree result now persists more than a single frame. Is it possible to wrap code in network features after most of the code is written, or must the whole code be remade to fit? Most people say that you need to make your game with multiplayer in mind. I think you'll only know the answer to that for your project by attempting to do it. But I think it's all very dependent on a lot of variables. Okay, yeah, I definitely don't want this triggering over and over and over again. Is that, I mean, that's not the issue though. I mean, that is a issue, but that's not the, that's not the droid I'm looking for. Here we go. What happened in this frame? Indability succeeded. Okay. You read chat. Oh boy, what's coming next? Oh boy. What's coming next now? I'm gonna guess it's some totally sane and socially well-adapted comment or question. And it's definitely not brain rotty at all. Our current view is that it's too late for multiplayer, as we already have a closed playable version up and running. Musician, not mysticism. Hey, you can be a mystic musician. How about that? I mean, it depends on what your guys' goals are. You know, is your goal to release a game If the answer is yes to that, then multiplayer is a bad idea, because that will not get your game released faster or in a more stable state. I'm not a brain rot kid. I just hate brain rot. Clearly. Okay, what the fuck is happening here? Huh? Yeah, ChatGPT, what's happening here? Why do you hate Ice Creek? Get out of here. Get out of town. Okay, there's where the actual collision hit happens. Melee auto attack damage applied. I need some better, hang on, I need some better logs for what happens here. Handle chop results. Well, we have logs there. Sounds like something a brain rot kid would say. Oh, my thoughts exactly. The use of caps is a dead giveaway. It's an automation factor game set in space, focus on physics. We don't think multiplayer is a defining concept. Well, that sounds like the answer to your question then. I'm just gonna put this there. I don't think we need to log the entity ID or anything like that. I just need to know when that happens. And then let's do one of these. Yeah, as well. Good, yes, good. On the tree entity. Now we want to do this on the source. Wait a second. Oh, the equipped to entity. And then I don't really have. Oh, I have the tree collision event. Here we go. Source entity, and now I can actually just use this instead of grabbing the equipped to entity here. Oh, slightly, ever so slightly more efficient. Ever so slightly. Okay. Rebuild that. I need to know when those happen. Is there anything else I need some more information on? I think I want some information here as well, actually. Yes, good. Good. Okay, ECS vlog. Top tree result. Okay, build that now. All right, let's restart that. Orange Shadow, come here. Come here, you. Yes, good, good. Why are you all messed up? Is he hitting the right tree? Oh no, he's hitting the really big tree and the one behind it. That's fine. I gotta like zoom way in here. Get rid of all of this stuff that I don't care about. That was the last swing. I want the swing before this one where the tree was basically dead. Tree... It was not dead here. Wait, did it actually work this time? Did it work correctly? Yes. There, the tree is kill. B is kill. Okay. And then after that one, we get the fell. Yeah, so we get the fell there. So I think it did actually fell. Oh, no, it didn't. We had one more. Okay. So the tree is kill already at this point. Back. Back. Check health. Health is 0. Yeah, so tree should be is kill. Let me throw a log in here. Uses. We'll put it on the current entity, which is the tree. So we chopped the tree in this frame. Deal damage to target. Chop tree. Health is 0, so we should be... Where do I add the chop results? Struct. Data component. Can't you, I thought I could control F on here. Am I wrong? I might be wrong. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Wait, so we hit chop tree before the damage result gets applied? What now, Bobby? Maybe I do want some extra information here. This is tree chop collision event. We deal damage to target, which happened in the frame before. And then in the exact same frame, we get this one. Choppy tree. Not even close. I feel like that this shouldn't be happening immediately after. Because did it have a chopped tree result already in this frame? Or in the frame before? Oh right, and then this is on the tree entity, so I'm not even looking at the right. I'm not even looking at the right location here. Maybe I should be logging this on the tree. Log it on the tree. And honestly, I should just be doing this myself. I don't need him to do it. Alright, what happened there? Why is my vlogger not correctly zooming in? So that result was just chop. God, why? Stop. I hate you. I hate you so much. You fuck up my kiting. God. Yeah, okay, so the damage doesn't actually get applied until, like, the next frame, I guess. And then it adds another chop result, I suppose. No, that was the first chop result. So wait, how the fuck does this get here then? Yeah, how did we get there if there's no chop result, huh? Chop tree results. On missed tree chop, which I didn't see happen. Is it the previous one that just never got removed? I mean, no, because we fucking remove it right there. Yeah, how is there a oh. I guess there was one this frame, but it got removed, so I'm not seeing it in the data. Because it gets removed in the same view that this happens in. Maybe I'll actually log the collision as well. Tree chop collision event added. I don't know that I actually need like the information there. Just that it got added. It's so like we literally add the chop result in the frame afterwards. I don't understand. New tree, new me. Well, same me, new code. Okay, the tree should be falling the fuck over right now. Chop tree result is there as well. Where does that get added at? You know what? Everywhere. I'm just gonna put a breakpoint on everything. Those are one and the same. Yeah, maybe God, I hate how the vlogger resets the scroll. I don't know why it does that. That is the most annoying thing in the world. Yeah, I'm not seeing any miss log. Oh, this is it right here. Wait, but I'm removing it at the end of the frame. Or at the end of the function. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. I'm closing this and reopening. Okay, this should be like a one-shot. Okay, so we hit this first. Which means we already got here. I don't know if we've gotten here yet or not, though. And then the swing is finished. Yeah, and then we add this. But doesn't it just get fucking removed right here? Doesn't make sense as to why. Why would I be doing that? Why did I do that? This is on the like the NPC entity. Oh, that wasn't a one shot. Okay, never mind. Okay, we got to chop tree first. So the tree, I guess, still had a chop result on it? Is it the last one? Oh, you know what? Yeah, we gotta do this thing here, I think. But then this is gonna get hit like every fucking frame. Maybe I don't use the collision event here. Oh, I need the collision event, though, to chop the tree. I also need the damage to be populated, so I need these to both be... I need these to both be... I think I take this and I just do this in the other function. I wanted to be all, like, cache coherent with it, but, I mean, that's not a huge deal. Is there anything else I could key off of here? Location data. I mean, yeah, I could use the chop location data and then remove it afterward. But then this is the next frame. Yeah, let me try that. Yeah, and then, oh, hang on, we gotta, like, do this thing, too. And then we keep the tree chop collision event data around for a few frames. Oh my god, everything is messed up. Okay, do that. Come now, Unreal Engine, come now. There we go. Thank you. Why did I deal... Man, get rid of the breakpoints for a second. Okay, well, I felled it. That was good, but the sound. Why was I doing not the tree chop sound? What the fuck happened there? Where is that at? Is that in weapon utils? I believe. If the hit entity is a tree. Oh, right, because we got to do it after. Yes, yes, yes. I could just create a fucking tag. Yeah, I needed to do this after the tree is set up. It still worked. It was cool, but... yeah, that's why I did it in another view. And then I wanted to do it here. Because I wanted it to happen before this. And I wanted it to happen before this. Because I wanted to modify the chop tree result if I missed. Before it actually chopped the tree. Oh wait, why did I need this to happen up front? I could have done it at the end of last frame. Which is later in the function. But now I have this chop tree collision event. Here, let's change this to... wait, I have impact. What is this? Wait, why do I have these two structs? Well, I'm gonna make a second one anyway. This is going to be chop tree collision data. And then this is going to be chop tree collision event. It is going to exist for a single frame. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to use that to make sure that we only do this once. Yes, that. We want to do that. And then at the begin, basically just at the beginning of the next frame, we remove all of them from every entity. I think that's the cleanest way to make sure this only happens once, while still making sure that we have the data around for historical purposes to wait until the damage equation runs so that we can chop the tree the commensurate amount equivalent to, you know, the depth equivalent to the health ratio. All right. How's your guys' Sunday going? Good Sunday? Bad Sunday? There we go. The sound is back. There we go. Okay, we fixed it. Yay. My custom retro engine ECS is beating Unity, so good start. Hell yeah. What made you want to write your own? I did the same, but mine did not end up beating ENTT or Flex. It beat Mass, but it did not beat one of the off-the-shelf ones. And I wish I had used ENTT sooner. So perhaps it's very easy to get set up and change things over to. Just, you know, to change some of your systems over to an ENTT view. The syntax is quite easy. So if you haven't tried to see if it's faster, I would. If you're using, I guess it depends on what kind of ECS you're using. If you're using an archetypal ECS, I think Flex would be closer to what you already have. If you're using a sparse pool ECS, then go for ENTT. But yeah, I wish someone told me to. Well, Elliot definitely told me to just use ENTT. He definitely told me to. So maybe I just should wish that I was less stubborn and just tried it out rather than kept going, building my own, trying to make it as efficient as possible, but still not as efficient as ENTT or Flex or there's a bunch of other ones too. And there's like a this might be relevant to you. Is this it? Yeah, this is what I used. So check this out. This is a GitHub of all of the performance comparisons between the most popular ECS libraries out there. Then it has like a whole bunch of different scenarios. There's ENTT, there's Flex. NTT, is that how they say that? NTT? But yeah, I mean, update one entity with 2 systems. Update 64 entities with 2 systems. So just the raw iteration speed is very, very fast. We need this guy. I need to make sure that you can still chop wood. How much wood could a Rowan Thorn Grove chop if a Rowan Thorn Grove could chop wood? Yeah, okay, that's looking good. 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 Hey, hey! You didn't clear the stump, brother! Oh, no. Oh, no, it's all falling apart. Tired of not having complete control of the engine. Too much bloat in many engines. One of the nice principles of NTT is that the maintainer is very big on you don't have to pay for things you're not using in terms of like performance. And so everything is opt-in. And so Entity will never sacrifice performance for a feature. The feature is like an add-on kind of thing. And so if you want to use like one of the features of Entity, ENTT, however you fucking say it, then you incur the performance cost then and no sooner. So it's all in a single header file. Which is funny. Well, I think there are bindings for many languages for those. Why did you think that one was closer? Why did he think the purple was closer? You returned the right one. Sovereign, I got something you're gonna love. Ooh, is it chocolate? I hope it's chocolate. Welcome in. He comes bearing gifts. Succeeded. Our chop swing succeeded. We did return the stump there. Why did you think the other one was closer? Your tree that's falling down, take on gyroscopic torque enabled. Jesus Christ. Where do I tick that on at? where is that checkbox? Do I have to talk to like some guy in a trench coat in a shady alley to get that checkbox? I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna try this plugin out. So my physics, I'm not gonna use Unreal Engine physics. So I'm gonna try this one out. So I may kick that one down the road. This is an ECS physics library that is networked. So I'm gonna try this out, give that some performance tests. Should set this to true. Oh no, it takes what, an enum? Oh, I did. That's a git. Oops. There we go. Okay. Enabled. I want to bridge to C# and see how well it does. What made you want to use C# over C++? I feel like that's you're missing out on a lot of good plugins that way, I feel like. But I get that it's like, you know, much more friendly to use. I'm still getting like way too many of these. Top tree result. I guess I just... I guess I need to wait for the interact succeeded here, right? And then I can remove... I think I remove it here at this point. Rather than there, because that didn't make sense. Made you want to use custom physics instead of chaos? I mean, like, so I want to run like the whole world, right? And one of the first problems I ran into was that having collision built for every terrain chunk was an enormous amount of memory. So one of the first things I did was that I didn't use components for my terrain chunks at all for the ones that are in the distance. I just stored the raw index and vertex buffers, and then I stored those in a spatial data structure so that I could do really efficient queries through the data, right? So I could do essentially line traces. I mean, that's how collision works under the hood, but ended up taking up a lot less memory, and I could still keep my entities on the ground by doing those line traces. And it also happens to be the same data that you can export to the nav mesh, custom data, export custom data on the nav mesh. So the nav mesh can stick around and be built on terrain chunks that essentially don't exist in the eyes of Unreal Engine, right? It's just raw data, which saved a ton of memory. But that means, yeah, they don't have collision or physics on them or anything like that. which is all fine and good. I have all my PCG stuff still spawned. That all of that stuff is still fine because they're instanced, so it doesn't take up as much memory. Very little memory, actually. And so all the trees like still have collision when they're just like in the ground and spawn on the other side of the world, even though there's no terrain chunk for them to be on, just raw data. And the nav mesh, you know, builds around them, takes them into account properly. But when the trees are falling, they are using, I change them into dynamic meshes, dynamic mesh components to runtime deform them. But they don't have, I'm either going to have to write my own kind of like super bare bones simple physics for that to make sure that they hit the you know, whatever they need to, buildings or other trees or entities, which entities don't have collision on them at all. I just use math for there to act like they have a capsule, right? Just my own math for, and the same, I put my entities into a chunk processor, spatial grid, basically, and do line traces with that. Line traces. Custom, my custom line traces. So I need collision information for the trees to make sure that they land on the ground and that they hit other entities, other trees, all that stuff, while still saving memory. So I'm going to try out that plugin and see if that does better than Chaos, which Chaos is already like not like it's not as efficient compute wise as like PhysX over in Unreal Engine 4, right? Like they say it's like 20% more expensive. Maybe it's gotten better now, but I looked at it way back when, and that's what I found on the internet. So that's why I don't want to use Unreal Engine Collision, because it's slow and it takes up a lot of memory, basically, is the TLDR there. For most games it's totally fine, but for my game, not so much. So hard mode enabled. Hard mode enabled. I wish they kept the option for physics. Yeah, or at least just made like a plugin or something, right? What was I looking at here? Oh yeah, we didn't want this to happen. Yeah, so I am updating the interact action status here, so we should have F interact status updated tag here. I guess I don't give a shit if it's success or fail here. Well, this is success or fail. Top tree results. Well, I should combine these two. Yeah, I should combine these two. I should just do this. I guess I don't do anything with the chop tree result here. I don't care. I do it here, but then we add the chop result. And video is deprecating it, huh? They are abandoning it with future GPUs. God, Nvidia's just got the world by its balls, don't they? Do I still want this view here? Because this is the miss event. Because this would kind of like intersect. I think I need to like, I would need to remove the interact action status update here. I feel like I should just be skipping here. Yeah, I feel like I should just skip here. I feel like that's what should be happening. Comment that out as well. I hate you. Stop that. And then this picks it up. I mean, this would be running a lot. And so then what would happen? No, but then this isn't going to get hit again. We wouldn't even hit that again. Because the swing is not going to finish. Do I then update the interact status here then? If I'm gonna do that here just to trigger the next thing, then I think I actually leave this. But I don't want it to be failed. That's the thing. Do I just get or add chop tree result? Because when I do the or add, it would be miss here. So do I just do nothing and just mark it as success? Let this fix it up. This is the view that like makes a fake chop result. But then we wouldn't want this to happen immediately after, and it would. We want it to get picked up by the wood axe swing processor first. We're kind of like injecting fake one here. Chop tree result. Then why would I need to remove it here? Oh, because this is on the owner entity. Right. Do you see the big overhaul to mass? It's good to see they're still trying to make it good. I don't know that I saw a whole lot about it. I think I just saw generic updates in like the 5.8 stuff. Was there something specific that makes it good now? It is never... Yeah, the Unreal animation framework, like that seems really nice. I am interested in that quite a bit, because they are actually focusing on the data, so that by default should be more cache coherent. But mass is just never going to be with how they've built it, unless they literally get rid of the state tree and don't use gas. But I don't think mass is for I don't think they intend for mass to be for any sort of high quality NPC. I think they intend for mass to be like the generic background stupid NPCs. Like crowds and stuff. You started to think they were abandoning it. Oh, really? I went into some Discord server. I forget which one. It was like Unreal Source or something like that. And apparently, like, the creator of Mass is in there. And so I asked in one of the chat, like, I saw a bunch of this, like, random ass mass stuff in the profiler when I would profile an editor. And there'd just be these random frames where it would just take, like, several milliseconds. And I'm just like, dude, I don't use mass. I've disabled everything I could find. How do I get rid of this? And then I just got told to basically get used to it, because there's going to be more mass in the engine. I was like, yeah, but I don't use it. I don't want it to be taking up time in the editor. They're like, why are you profiling an editor? I'm like, well, I don't want to have to start a standalone build every time I change a single line of code. They're like, well, it's not real performance. You shouldn't be doing that. I'm like, bro, no one is, like, I just need to see the difference between before change, after change. I'm not going to do a standalone. I'm not going to run it standalone every single fucking time. I don't need the real performance. I just need to see if I'm improving performance. So, yeah, I basically just got told to deal with it by the creator of Mass, which was a very nice foray into that community. So it was like a typical Stack Overflow experience. Ask a question, people don't answer it, instead they tell you that you're just doing everything wrong. So, based on what he said, it sounded like they were going to do more with it. I guess that's what I'm saying. My mouse clicks takes 1 to 2 ms when profiling with editor because I have a bunch of windows open across my monitors. Like the slate windows. Wing finished. I could just remove the interact action status update here to kind of like trick it, but that feels A, hacky, and B, I don't know when I would add it back in. Is the issue. It does much of hit testing slate windows even though my mouse isn't even on the same monitor. Yeah, I've noticed that. Like if you're ejected from the character, there's just like all this hit proxy shenanigans happening. And dude, there have been times where like just Unreal Engine overall, like I have the like up here, like the little performance stats up here. There are sometimes it'll just run at like 20 FPS and I look at it and it's just like Windows Directory Watcher. I'm just like, what are you doing? Like it's just like checking for asset changes. I'm like, when there are none. I'm not even sure what the hell is going on there. Unreal Engine, can you stop trying to do everything? It's okay. Disney is gonna save us all. Maybe I just do that here. And then I don't remove tree chop result. Because I'm adding it on the tree. I keep forgetting I have 2 chop results. One is on the tree, one is on the character. On the choppy, or the chopper and the choppy. I had a similar experience when asking one of the Unreal Render devs, maybe adding a trimmed down base shader models that'll produce those insane shader compilations. He said, then just go forward rendering. So basically not use any of the UE5 render features. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. I can't even comment on rendering side of things. Yeah, I mean, this may just work, actually. This may just work. I mean, get here, chop tree, remove it. Well, I need the damage to run. That's the issue. So it would take 2 frames. That's why I put the damage there, because I needed to deal damage to target. And then we would get here. Where the tree takes the damage. Tree takes the damage, and then what? We would be adding the chop tree result back onto the entity, the NPC, the character, the owner, whatever you want to call it. And then we reach this because we have the collision data at that point. Would we have the collision data? We wouldn't have the collision data at that point, because we missed it. So that view is never going to run. Oh no, I add the collision data here. This is I add fake collision data. Yeah. Right. I don't think I should be adding this here, because then that's just going to trigger this view next, which it's not going to have the right data. It's not gonna have the damage on it yet. So I think this might work, actually. Let's rebuild. I think we'll see what the gyroscopic modulator does here too. Dude, that sounds like a gnomish engineering item from WoW, Sovereign. I don't know if you're a World of Warcraft guy. It's like the Turbo Gadget Combobulator, made of prefabulated ambulite. Wow, that falls a lot better. I still need to mess with the physics material a little bit. Let's get a kind of a big guy here. Wow, it's falling straight down. That's crazy. It's kind of floaty, so I maybe need to increase the mass a little bit, but that looked fucking good. Thank you, Sovereign. Okay. Okay, hey, you, come here. Join my colony. I need you to clean up stumps. What is my purpose? You clean up the stumps. Oh my god. He one-shot that stump. Ah, Draconin, welcome. I'll help you clear the stump. There you go. If a tree falls in the forest and it's not rendered, does it make a sound? Oh, but now they don't have collision on me. Or this one. This one doesn't. Okay, this one has really weird generated collision. He's doing great. He's doing a great job. Keep going, buddy. You're a little close. I think I might... I need to work on his distance to target logic a little bit, because when I fight him, he's all up in my face. He's definitely not very good at social distancing. That looks good. Master Agent Miyazaki, welcome in. Look how slow this one is falling. That's hilarious. It's like cotton candy. Synchronized stump dropping. Oh god. I didn't hit anything. Oh no. That's what I'm gonna use for my smoke. Okay, something happened. If I hit a tree, does it fix it? Something happened because I swung at the stump. Uh-oh, he's missing. Okay. This is the scenario that I'm looking for. These are the droids I'm looking for. Where is the swing happening, though? Let me see here. Okay. Wait, did I hit it? Yeah, I did hit it. He's not taking damage. The tree. Why? You need an equivalent to the Warcraft 3 peon work when you send your colonists to do work. 100% I agree with you. And I will have orcs. Or like the peasant. All right. Okay, so it calculated damage. Why didn't the damage actually applied? Auto attack damage applied. But the health doesn't actually change. What the fuck is happening here? The collision event was added. The swing ended. Wait, how is this working before? Okay, because I remove the chopped tree result once the tree gets actually chopped. Then I do a get or add. Once the swing ends, but by the time the swing ends, the tree has already been chopped. Wait, why did I think that that would work? Yeah, that's not gonna work. How was he doing so well chopping the trees before? He should have had a miss every fucking time. Also, I don't understand why this isn't dealing damage to the tree. Can I deal damage to the tree? You just a fucky tree? I might have fucked it up with whatever this is. I like dealt damage to something that didn't exist, I think. Because I like swung at the stump and then the stump got removed before the swing went through. Man, it's so crazy how something so small just makes everything so much more complicated. Like, I had this working flawlessly, except for when the colonist misses the tree. And then I just wanted to handle that scenario. And then that just made it, like, 10 times more complicated. I don't even like handle like if this got added as a miss. I mean, it just never would have gotten added to begin with until we got to the end here. But then a miss is always going to be added. Oh. My brain is going in circles here. Like, I don't know that they've missed until we've gotten to the end of the swing. Oh, no, the reason this worked... I keep forgetting. I have a chop tree result on both the tree entity and the owner of the fucking axe. And the NPC entity. That one is there. That's why this worked. That's why this worked. Okay. So I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Okay, let me write a comment here. Get or add so that it is defaulted to miss if we missed. If entity missed. I'll say if entity doesn't have a top tree result. Go away. I'm not a fan of factories. I just like that Unreal uses them like everywhere. Really, I don't know that I've seen any kind of factory class. They are like super API heavy though. And like mass is like 40 different classes, which is insane to me. I much more prefer the like functional programming paradigms. So would there not be a chop tree result here then? Well, I think I need to do we need to create a collision event, but then I'm never going to be able to get in here because we clear it. So this is actually never going to be able to get hit. On a miss. I think. Son of a bitch. Then I'm just removing the chop tree results here, which may is it just did I say that these were getting removed? What did I fucking say before? Or maybe I don't care if I don't think I care if it gets removed here. I don't know if it's going to be fell or not. I would be incrementing that incorrectly here. God, oh, there's so much. Yeah, this is like the one area where ECS gets more complicated than like object-oriented. It's like interactions, basically, what I've come to find. Okay, let me step away for a second. Let me take a BRB. Let me refresh the brain. I'm gonna come back, tackle this problem. We'll finish it. BRB. Do I go third cup of coffee today? I'll think about it. Third cup of coffee sounds like an impending headache to my ears. Yeah, I usually try to stay at just 2. Okay. Okay, so what's the problem here? Zooming back out on the problem. The problem is I have the WoodX swing processor, which runs for both NPCs and players, and it just handles checking for collisions against the tree during the swing, and dealing damage to the tree and invoking the chop tree function on the tree. I also have a chop trees task processor. This is for the colonists who are chopping trees. When colonists miss, I want to do a fake chop. I want to basically act like a chop actually happened with some fake location collision information. For players, when they miss, I don't want to do that. They can just re-swing their weapon. It would be weird for them to miss the tree and the tree gets chopped anyway. For entities, I do want them to do a fake chop because I don't want to have to handle, like it just seems like a more robust solution to just do a fake chop rather than like I would basically either have to like continuously reposition the colonists, like find new locations to position at, which sounds like a pain in the fucking ass. Or I would have to just blacklist the tree, which I don't think is a good solution because there would just potentially be a lot of unchopped trees. The player would be like, why aren't the entities chopping these trees? And it could just be something stupid like their pathfinding just found a dump spot or something. And the problem is we're just having, like, everything is latent basically because of the way these processors work. And the way like damage happens, like it's all latent. It doesn't just happen in the same single frame. It happens across a few frames because we need to hit the damage processor, and then we need to hit the swing processor, and then we need to come back to the chop trees processor. And I don't actually know that I've missed the tree until the swing finishes, until the ability is ended. And that's when we update the interact action status, which is kind of the cornerstone of the task system, of the colonist tasks. And that update is what triggers like finding the next tree to chop, basically. Who is that? Devro, welcome in. Rolling out the red carpet. Welcome in, everyone. How do I shout someone out? I forgot. Devro. There we are. Thank you for the raid, my man. How's it going? I am doing well. Welcome in, everyone. I'm working on tree chopping today. I'm working on colonist tree chopping. And everything was working perfectly fine. If it weren't for those meddling kids. If you have anything you'd like to share, please. You can drop a link. We'll check it out. Or you can just let me know what you were working on and how the stream went. Zero impact. Yeah, I think I'm having one of those days too. We'll see. I'm gonna have this guy join my colony. Get the vlogger going here. So everything's working great. Except when he misses the tree, like what he just fucking did. Yeah, like what you just did. Everything was going great until I tried to demo it. He's like literally too close. Okay, you know what? Let's, I'm just gonna try to talk to him. Hey, reposition yourself. There you go. Now he's chopping trees. Look at that. He's clearing the stump too. Beautiful. He's getting way too close. Getting way too close. There we go. There we go. Now what has happened? What is happening here? The source object is being garbage collected. Can we just skip, please? Skip. Pretty sure a 3D model I made for 3. Oh, okay, cool. What is this? Wow. Is this a dungeon? Looks like a fun dungeon. Is this all one model? I feel like I want to go kill some monsters down here or something. A temple. Ooh, like an old temple, perhaps. Okay, here we go. Here's a prime example of what I'm trying to fix here. So he's standing on top of this log. Because that's not a stump, he's going to miss it eventually. Yes, okay, so he's missed here. He has missed. And so what I was trying to do is inject a fake chop when he misses. Honestly, and the impact point should probably be closer towards the bottom of the trunk, so it turns into a stump eventually. Okay, let's give me some breakpoints. Give me some breakpoints here. Well, no, so this is happening. I have a... This is different. Oh, the impact point is reset here. Chop hit result. I think we have to go with the original chop hit result if this doesn't work, if the adjusted hit doesn't work here. Yeah, so defaulting it doesn't do anything because it just resets it, I think, internally. Live coding, come on now. Come now, live coding. Don't be a prude. Give me the compiled code, please. Okay, we're just gonna rebuild because that's taking way too long. It's taking way too long. I basically need to see if a miss actually ends up working. If the fake chop ends up working. So I gotta like wait for one of those scenarios to pop up organically. I don't know if I can like set up a scenario like that. I should probably write some automated tests, but that sounds yucky. Okay. Go sort your dragonfire. No. Oops, I generated a quest. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's I'll help you with this tree. It's a thick boy. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Crit. I just crit that fucking tree. Oh, he missed the stump. Oh no, now he's doing the stump. I need to work on the entity sounds now too. That really breaks immersion when you can't hear him hit. Also, you need to rotate towards the correct thing, sir. Okay, he missed. That's because there is nothing there. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, the entity... Why not destroy the entity? Well, I guess he's still got the entity on there. He's still got the... Even if I destroy the... Well, let me make sure I destroy the entity here. Yeah, I destroy the entity. Okay. Okay, so this is a different scenario. What the hell's gonna happen now? Is this gonna be like invalid? Because that's a... I don't know. What happens in ENTT if you try to add data to an entity that doesn't exist? Where the hell did he go? Oh, he went up into the tree. Okay, let's get him down. Oh my god, okay, so another one of these scenarios where the tree just doesn't take damage. Am I entity 0? It might be. Do I get to the on-tree damage effect? I don't think I do. I don't think that ever happens. Okay. But I do get to the effect does get added onto the tree. The damage got calculated and everything. Applying damage side effects got applied as well. Why did I hit this? Okay, some weird things are happening here. I don't think this damage got, like, removed. I think it's, like, constantly happening or something. Where's this getting logged at, though? Nav mesh, you can go away. With attribute. What, Oh yeah, he's calculating damage like every frame. Calculated damage for none. Okay, why what happened here? How did you get damage in here that never actually got, like, cleaned up? What did you do here? Is it an advanced system you're working on? Yeah, I have not made it easy on myself, that's for sure. This would be the non-duration based damage effect context. So the damage effect data is like what triggers it, basically. Which, like, that's added from what? Any gameplay effect that modifies health, I believe. Hang on, am I like hitting one of these processors every frame? Is that what's happening? Where's the deal? Yeah, am I hitting this every frame? No, okay. That rules that out. Let me find where I add this at. Template arguments. There's no way it's on the ability that's triggering it, right? Because the ability I saw was a stale thingo. Also, what removes the fucking data? Wait, what removes this? I mean, I guess that's where I added at. Wait, what am I doing here? I mean, this had to have happened from the... I mean, it would be the end effect processor, right? Because this is the same... Can I see active effects? Show me active effects here. Oh my god. Okay, he's got like 17 damage effects that never got removed. Why? Do I have that? Oh, that's true for me as well. Why are the damage effects never getting removed? What's going on here? So instant effects, they get let me break point here. They should be getting the remove data added as soon as they're created. This does not match what I saw. That does not match what I saw. Remove applied effect. Is this correct? Is this correct? I saw nothing in owned effects. I do see the remove owned effect happening here. I've never seen this before. This, like, combat has been working totally fine. So is this something specific to how the chopped trees damage goes through? Yeah, I'm wondering if I'm putting like an incorrect entity on there or something. End effect on target entity. So yeah. So we put end effect data on the effect entity, and then we end the effect on the source and target entity. I'm wondering if they aren't correct. Why wouldn't they be? Let's go ahead. Plow ahead here. Stop that. ECS cleanup failed. Yeah, I think something went wrong with me, like, potentially using an entity ID that was not valid anymore. But I think that fucked everything up. I was gonna restart the play session and then just take some swings at trees and see how many damage effects we got. So I'm now going to do that. Let's go ahead and just close all those tabs. We don't need that open anymore. Isabella, welcome. Okay. The nice crit I had there. How many active effects do I have? Okay, yeah, it never gets removed. Okay, when did that start happening there? Okay, so this is just an issue. Hang on, let me. Does that just happen with normal combat too? Yes, it does. But I literally saw the remove effect happen. God, stop resetting my scroll. My zoom, rather. Melee auto attack damage applied. Okay, we've got other issues here. Process stacking, but that doesn't matter. So yeah, it's just that breakpoint. But yeah, that does get added. Okay, so the effect entity is 314 5783. So remember that, chat. 783. Remember that. So then the next frame we should get here, end effect on both of these. And then we should get to this one. Seven, 8, 3. Yeah, that's correct. Source entity, target entity. Yeah, those both look good. We should get there, and we should get there. Okay. That all looks good. Right, we got there again. Wait, what effect is this? This is a different, what tag? What tag canceled it here? What tag canceled what? This is kind of the other shitty thing about ECS, is it's hard to like debug the data because you can't see it all. This is a different effect. Probably like health regen or something. Okay, let's remove these. Okay, what is the effect entity? Seven, 8, 3. Okay, that got there that time. that got here. 783. It's effect entity 783. Is that not actually... My quality operator not fucking working here? That was remove applied effect. 314-783. Yeah, that's the same entity. Okay, and it didn't actually get fucking removed. It's a T set. How did that not... How did that not remove it? The equality operator is based on the effect entity. Let's do this check. Oh god. Okay. Try this again. Yeah, it's fucking false. Why on earth doesn't that work? What is my entity equality operator based off of? That should be the same. Breakpoint there. And then go into the entity, and I want to fucking breakpoint. Actually, can I see what the... I mean, the entity ID is the fucking entity ID. I don't know what else to say. I don't fucking know what else to say here. Wait, is that ever hitting the hash? It's probably weird. Probably being weird. Something really dumb is happening here. Is it the type hash? What do I use as a hash on the entity? Just the ID? I do this. Does that make sense? Can I just use the entity ID? Can I just do that? UN32. What are you? You're an N64. I mean, that should work, right? And then get type hash. I should just be calling the type hash on the underlying entity, right? How did I never notice this was happening? And what... How does it work, like, on... Like, I would feel like if this was wrong, a lot more would be going... a lot more wrong. Let me try that. I'm gonna try this. Just do the entity ID. And if that works, then that means we have some fucking underlying issue on the entity equality. Or potentially the type hash. Deborah, food time catch you later. Yeah, of course, my man. Thank you for the raid again, by the way. Enjoy your food. Make sure you bring enough for the class as well. Otherwise, you can't have any. You have to share with the class or else you have to throw it away. There's my victim. Okay, do I still have leftover owned damage effects? No, I don't. Huh. Okay, so this hash does not work. Why? What did I do that put that there? That made me think that was... That's... Huh. I mean, I guess I don't really... So the hash is only there for, like, hash maps. And sets, which is a hash as well. I guess everywhere else I'm just using the equality operator, which works fine. I guess that's the issue. I'm so shocked. It's like such a fundamental 200. Okay, I'm gonna take a break while this I'm gonna BRB while this builds. We got a lot to build here. Okay, thank you for bearing with me. All right. Let's see if our, what? We just failed immediately here, huh? Huh, why did this happen? I didn't think that that was a possibility there. It's the first time I've seen that one happen. That was with a widget, a nameplate widget. Oh, is it because the class isn't loaded because I don't have the window open anymore? Or it like takes some time to load? Interesting. Oh, that's funny. I meant to hang on. I didn't realize that this would happen. You can accidentally hit the tree. That's kind of funny. I didn't intend for that to happen. If you're melee swinging against a target and your axe connects with the tree, you'll hit the tree first and not your target. I'm leaving that in there. That's kind of fun. Yeah, and all my effects are gone. Good. All my damage effects. Okay, now we can get back to the regularly scheduled programming. Maybe let me commit the entity changes. Anything else I would like to change here? But, no, that's not part of it. It is not part of it. I think that's good. Okay, yeah, we fixed the entity hash. Okay, now let's chop some trees. Okay, where's my dude at? He is way the fuck over here. I don't even know where that is. There it is. And he is way out there. There he is. Isolde, what are you doing way out here? Good morning. Welcome. Ow. Okay, well, I guess I artificially created a fake... No, I artificially created a miss scenario because I accidentally talked to him. Well, that's a good test, I suppose. So now we can see what happens here. Nothing. Am I talking to him? No, he's still swinging at the tree. Okay. So, yeah, the miss didn't work. Yeah, he just tried to find the next tree. Didn't actually do anything. Okay. Why didn't we hit anything? Probably because we never hit the collision event. So we never dealt damage to it. If we do that, does that work? I've tried this before, but that was before I did the collision event. So it was acting weird. So I think this will be better. Live coding, can you please work a little faster? Like, 40 seconds. Just like... Okay, so there's the miss. Go here. And I guess I need to add the collision event. That's what's missing here. So yeah, this one's not going to work either. Okay, yeah, that happens. Oh, because the task wasn't added? Ah, yeah, so he's got to, like, go back to the task. Oops. Okay, sorry. Hang on, I didn't do that right. Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. I keep fucking up my... Here we go. No, he actually hit it that time. I gotta make him miss. Wait, where does he go? Oh my god, he ran up the fucking tree. Alright, get down from there. Here, he's coming. I guess he's not on the nav. There we go. There we go. Okay, clear all that. What, that one didn't work? There we go. There we go. Okay, there's the miss. There's the miss. Now we break point. Now we break point. Good. Okay, we got here. Tree chop ability is null because it ended. Okay, that's the next fucking problem. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Should this just be... Do I just override the tree chop ability end ability? Rather than swing finished? Yeah, I mean, that would be easier, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And then I just like trigger. I would need this to be like, well, all I would call is deal damage to target. That's it. And then add the tree chop collision data. Okay, I like that a lot better. I should have probably fucking done that to begin with. Hello, Unreal? I wanted to open one asset. All I wanted. Indability. We'll go if it's not canceled. Also add call to parent. We'll do that next. Okay, if it was not canceled, eventually, is what we're gonna do here. I want to, I guess I'm just gonna check if the chop tree result is missed. Do I have a tree utils for that? Now, do I get or add? I forget if I get or add here. I think I get or add. Which makes me want to rename this. Get or add chop results. chop, tree, result. Okay. Or add chop. Okay, that looks good. Get or add. That needs to be like blueprint callable now, not pure. Then I guess I can put this into a function now too. Void I don't need the collision event anymore. The target entity is now just the tree entity, source entity. We have that. Target entity, tree entity. Chop result. And then we change that into chop. Yeah. We can just get our add here. And am I adding that on the tree? Yeah, I'm adding that on the tree. Then we come in here on the tree entity, chop tree result. It just gets, it doesn't even matter what the result is at this point, I don't think. Chop trees task processor. So this can all be commented out. Change this to add bake because we're not returning anything. And then the status updates are going to hit here. So it's still going to be a miss. And this one, actually, I think we just want to be source entity. We're going to add it on the source. Now, do I remove it here? Where do I remove? Well, no, we remove it once the, yes, once the, yeah, okay, but we're only going to remove it if it's a fell or a chop. So we're going to say if not equal to miss, we will remove it, because if we've missed, we're still like handling it. It'll need to run back through, so we're skipping that, but then we have the interaction status updates. I think here we check if it's not equal to miss. If it's the same interact action that started, yeah. Yeah, okay. That feels good. That feels good. And then here's where we eventually clean it up. Or here. I don't even think we'll ever get here. I think on the make fake hit or like add fake hit result. Hey, Wasabi Cheetah, thank you for the follow. Add fake tree. I think I need to check if the tree entity is still like valid. Because I think another scenario is like two entities are chopping the same tree. Or I guess it would be clearing the same stump. Or like one finishes felling it, the other swing goes through, and then it's a stomp. So it's a miss. I mean, that would still deal, I think that would still deal damage to the stomp. Let's rebuild with what we have here and test this. We'll need to update the tree chop ability. Okay, this kind of, I guess this always happens now. We're just gonna wait for live coding and stare at this for a second. Okay. No, we don't want to start because I still need to do this. So I want to say get chop result. Source entity. So we're going to go owner entity and we're going to say equal to miss. If it's a miss, we are going to add fake chop collision. Yay. Okay. So let's do a breakpoint on this thing here. Add fake chop collision. Yes. Breakpoint there, so we know when that happens. Okay, come. Yeah, just come. Okay, haven't made a miss yet. Okay, so what's going on here? He's still got his old interact action on here, I guess. Right after it got destroyed. Is weird. I mean, I guess maybe there's like a single frame where that can happen in. Damn, I can't get it to ever happen. How isn't it happening? Oh, oops. Yeah, there we go. Wrong pen. Sir? Does not satisfy tag requirements. Oh. We never retried it. Ugh. Oh, this is so annoying. But previously this would handle that because of the... It would just update the interaction status and it would retry the interaction. I mean, I could very easily solve this by just putting a fucking... on failed retry thing. So we're treating that like a miss. Ugh. Is that the right terminology? Failed activated. So I guess I need the failed version of it. Okay, so if we failed... What did I just do there? I just need to trigger swing again. Okay, so we need to do that. What? Wrong signature. Okay, now do it. Man, the edge cases, they're formidable. Did this save, by the way? Cancel false. Yeah, okay. What is this? Is this an exception? It is. How is this null pointer? What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened here? Make it garbage collected? It might have gotten fucking garbage collected. How has that never happened? So many things never happening to me before, happening for the very first time. I'm gonna see if that happens again. If I don't see that happening again, I'm gonna guess it got garbage collected. But I don't know. I feel like I would have realized that that was a possibility before. I feel like there was maybe a reason I wasn't handling that specifically. Or maybe past my drawing just sucks. That has been the case many a time before. Okay, we have the miss scenario happening now. We finally have it. Okay, what do I want to see here? I want to see... Oh, I never did deal damage to target. I needed to manually trigger that. Okay, so this isn't gonna do anything, I don't think. I think we're gonna get here, but the damage isn't going... There's gonna be like 0 damage, right? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we never ran through the damage calc. But wait a second. Wait a second. I don't think I want to add the chop tree result here. Because then that's what we need to wait for the damage to happen. So hang on, update that. While you're updating, I need to... do that. And then I think that already checks for target validity. Did you finish? Okay, you finished. File. Okay, I think that's the juice right there. It is my final answer. Lock it in. No, that wasn't a miss. Oh, he hit. I think that worked. I think I didn't have my... I think that worked. Because then he played the recoil animation and I saw the shot. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Is it? I just needed to see the breakpoint to make sure that was actually what happened. Okay, he's gonna do the stump now, that's fine. Where are we going next? Okay. Yeah, you're gonna whiff that tree. Okay. And then we're gonna get to damage. And then we're gonna get to this. No, that didn't happen at all. Okay, it's not coming together. It's not coming together. Why? Okay, let's try to make that happen again. Wait, I saw him do the recoil first, though. Okay, we got here. Yeah, that was definitely a miss. Definitely a miss. Okay, I do want to see this. I want to see this. So the ability is ending. Maybe that's why. Maybe I don't end the ability. Oh, the other thing here is that this is going to happen for players too. Fuck. Oh, every way I do this has some sort of fucking drawback. I mean, I could... at this point, I feel like I'm just going to put a check for if player don't do. It feels hacky. I don't know why, but it feels not very elegant. But it's the easiest thing to do at this point. Okay, so we also need to not end it. So I think the ability ends before damage actually ever happens from this fake chop. And then the chop has like 0 damage basically. So I think it does actually chop the tree, but with 0 damage, so it doesn't do anything. Wait a fucking second. Wait a fucking second, we just got here. Ah, right, but the ability is ended. Okay, that's why, because we don't get to the ability. We don't get to the ability. Now, do we need to? Do we need to? Because the only thing I'm using that for now is the re-chop ability, recoil, which if I've missed it, that's fine. I don't really care. Thank you for coming back to me. Yeah, because what would end the ability at this point? There would be nothing to end the ability. Well, the recoil animation would. Actually. Oh, he missed. Okay. He played the recoil animation, so I don't know. Why is he missing here? I could have sworn he did the recoil animation, which means he got here for that swing. Oh, I'm playing that kind of regardless, aren't I? Well, no, because we would have dealt damage, which if we dealt damage, we would have hit him. The him being the tree. It's a boy tree. Don't ask me how I know. Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to. Why would that have happened? Why did I get here? I would have never added the chop. It's when chop tree result is miss, which is the same as not getting added, which we add it here. It's never miss here. So did it get cleaned up by this then? Before the ability ended? But we only get here when the status has updated. We only get there when the swing has ended. Do I have the vlogger running for that one? The ability ended. You know what, let's add a, we're gonna add a vlog here. Yeah, we got to interaction succeeded, finding next tree. But end ability happened before that, which means we probably, the chop tree result is here. Yes, that was a real fake hit. It's a real fake hit. Yeah, and we don't even add the chop result. So yeah, the task processor should never pick up on it. I don't think. Not until after damage is dealt. This one, we're not adding the collision event. But we should get here next, and I should have damage on this chop result. Yeah, get there, get here. Is there damage on here? Only your damage. Yes, there is damage. God, he did barely any fucking damage, but yes, it is there. Okay. Now he's going to continuously miss, I believe. Yeah, but he felled the tree. Okay, that works. That works. Now, what was the weird... I should definitely make him rotate towards his target consistently. That's a separate issue. What was this, like, weird he hit it but he didn't scenario, though? I don't know. Okay, here's a good test. Here's a good test of the system here. Because he's standing on a log. Yeah, now he's stuck. Okay. I think this is a pathfinding issue now. Yeah, I think this is just a pathfinding issue. Okay, he's skipping that one. Wait, why did you skip that one? Hang on. Okay, that one never turned up. What are you? Well, what are you? You have an entity? Hey, well, tots. Is this a Valheim inspired game? Not like directly, but for the tree chopping a bit. Yes, I will be doing like the trees deal damage part. I'm going for like an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite combo. Working on the colonist tree chopping now. Trying to, like, today and yesterday I've been working on like the edge cases for it. Like when they miss the tree, I'm like generating a fake hit result. So I'm trying to make sure that works correctly. I think I need to do a thing where if it's felled once already, Because I have dynamic tree chopping, so you can chop it multiple times at multiple locations. You could go towards the top of the tree, chop the top off, snip the tip, and you could stand near the base and chop it again. But for these NPCs, what ends up happening is, like, they don't understand where in the Z direction they need to be chopping. Or in the Z, not direction, but like location. So if they chop it towards the top, you know, they get a successful fell. And then their task processor reruns and they pick a new target. There's a tree still there, but it's not a stump yet because it's not small enough. So they just keep swinging at it horizontally and then they miss it, or they like barely hit it or something. So I'm kind of thinking, like, if it's already been chopped, maybe it should always be considered a stump. And then that way they just... That kind of like breaks immersion for the player, though. Also, before I forget, I need to update that. Boolean or is a player. If it was canceled or is a player, do nothing. Don't do that. Stop there. Okay. Okay. I think this is, like, for the most part working okay. What was I just fucking saying? Oh yeah, I was trying to think of a better way to handle horizontal continual chopping. I could just let them... I mean, I kind of think, like, if it's already a... I guess I would need to have, like, it has been felled at least once. I also wouldn't want players to be able to create, like, super tiny pieces of tree. So I still have to do a whole system where I optimize this and bake the dynamic meshes into static meshes. I now understand why games don't do the dynamic tree chopping, because it's a giga pain in the ass, and not because of the asset authoring, because of the error handling, or the not error, but edge case handling. A gigapeta, yes. Yeah, that might be... It's definitely a problem for a different commit. So maybe I'm just going to test this a little bit more. Just going to test this a little bit more. I'm going to chop trees with him, make sure we don't get any weird edge cases there as well. You only chop trees. Okay, this happened again. Okay, I'm fixing this. I don't like this structured. What do they call this? Structured bindings or something like that. Any recommended books about algorithms or documentation? No, I've never read books. I've never read a book at all, ever. No, I mean, I've never read a programming book before. Yeah, let me just... What is this payload called? What is this? Applicability data. Okay, so I want a T-strong object pointer ability. So we're gonna use that. We gotta make it strong. Make it strong. Muy stronco. Wait. Why? Oh, because it's a T object pointer? Is that why you're mad at me? Yeah, that is why you're mad at me. Ability. Ability. Not ability class. Now, all of this is going to get quite long. Why are you mad now? Oh, right, because now this needs to be like a fucking strong object pointer every time. That's... It's what we have to do. It's what we have to do. I mean, I could also just like auto. I mean, it's not that weird. Okay, now that better not fucking... That better not fucking... Now we can just, we don't need to make it a strong object pointer here. I think that was the issue. We just added it. Okay, hopefully that solves that issue. Oh. Oh, okay. Wilmond. Are you fucking kidding? What? Are you fucking kidding me? Why is this happening so much all of a sudden? Dude, I have casted so many abilities. I think this was just the select target ability. Zed, welcome. welcome in, everyone. My abilities are getting garbage collected, even though they've been marked as strong object pointers. Why? Why are you like this? Game's going good. We've been working on colonist tree chopping, trying to handle the edge cases today. Thank you for the follow. Skin biscuits, yummy. How's your game going? What were you guys up to over there? And appreciate the raid, of course. Thank you always. Yeah, we'll show it once it gets booted up here. Like, I have activated so many abilities in my time, and now all of a sudden today they are getting garbage collected for some reason. On a Chip 8 emulator. What is Chip 8? Dude, I can't even cast a single ability now. What is happening? What changed? We would have gotten to the new object here. It's even worse now. It's even worse now. I cannot even click on the target. Debate is an old school ASM intermediary format like the 70s. Finally, someone who's doing things the hard way. And do you have to code that with like a hammer and chisel? Or how does that work? Why on earth would this be getting garbage collected? Do I not understand how T-strong object pointers work? I should be getting here. So yeah, the async flag, that's what would have been doing it. Great abilities to apply. Oh, because we're not setting it back on the original abilities to apply. Okay, so then why was it getting garbage collected to begin with before I changed it? Okay, I think I have to change this into a strong object pointer. Okay, we don't want it to be a U property anymore. Ability. And then we can just do, I guess we can just make a, that's just a ref now, which is fine. Is that, can I just compile that? Does that work? I wanted to show the tree chopping, but of course, the curse of the live demo. Hopefully after this it'll be fine though. We'll see. Yeah, for those who maybe don't know, I'm working on an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite combo with procedural destructible terrain, and I have an AI generated quest system as well. So no scope creep at all, basically. And it'll only, you know, it'll only take about 20 to 30 years to complete. Don't blink or you'll miss it. Just like that compile. It was blazingly fast. So I've been working on, I have dynamic tree chopping. So like I edit the meshes, the tree meshes at runtime, wherever the axe swing happens at. And I'm trying to get my colonist NPCs to do so without causing problems, which they're quite ornery, so they've been causing a lot of problems. Okay, now I can execute abilities. Okay, he just climbed up a tree. All good. Good. Okay, join my colony. You are only going to chop trees. Let me get the vlogger going here. Okay, he just walked over there. That's fine. Okay, you're way too close to that tree and you're not facing the right direction, but you are doing it properly. That's good. There you go. Good, good. Okay, I'll help you with this one. Like, ran to the other side. I do need to add sound to him as well. Okay, good. Oh, did he, uh-oh, okay. So if I clear the stump instead of him, he gets all angry about it. He's like, I wanted to do that. What kind of state are you in here, sir? Oh my goodness. Okay, you are doing what now? You, I guess, never finished. Never finished. He's got 20. He's apparently chopped 20 trees, so that's not the correct number by any means. Where was the last time? Oh, he's got that thing where he's dealing damage every fucking frame. Yeah, you've got an auto attack damage stuck. How does that happen? Okay, so that did happen before. So this is when I clear the stump before he does. Before his like swing does. This is an edge case. Where's the tree stump tag? I know I do something special with this. Is a stump. Maybe that's what I need to check. Where is that used at? Not used anywhere. Wait, how am I dealing damage to it? When it's a stump? I've forgotten. I literally just wrote that. I mean, I guess it goes through the same... Yeah, it goes through the same thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And so if it has a tree stump tag, then it does. Then it destroys itself. Okay, so he never got his damage removed there. Okay, I think this is that where the... Yeah, so he would have missed. When did the damage happen? Here. Right around here. So I think I chopped it that frame. And then his damage went through here. Okay. Which the damage effect... It's instant, so it should be getting removed in the immediate next frame. But it didn't, and I'm gonna guess it's because the entity was gone. Like I destroyed it. Let me think. Apply effect processor. So we add the end effect data. We should have applied. Should have applied the remove owned effect data to it. It should then have triggered the end effect processor. We didn't hit any of those. Let me see if we're just like constantly hitting that. Oh, great. Fantastic. How would... This is why I hate working with garbage collection, man. That's why I don't use U objects anymore. Okay, let me think here. So yeah, he's got an interact action still on this, for this tree that's been garbage collected. I mean, that makes sense. I wouldn't have thought that this would fail for that reason, though. I like check it everywhere. I mean, I guess I need to use a smart pointer. Oh boy, I would really not like to... I would really like to not do that. It should probably be a T-weak object pointer. That means I can't interact with it in blueprints. Okay, so that's one issue. Let's go back to the, I'll decide how to deal with that later. Can we continue? No, we're just at a raw, hard exception. Yeah, why did we not remove the effect? End effect data 100% would have gotten added. That is on the source entity? No, it's not. Ah. Ah, I see. I see now. Because the target had been destroyed, I guess I should probably... I should check if there is a target. And then destroy the effect. Probably just immediately. Is that the juice there? Is there a cleaner way to do that? Is there a cleaner way to do that? So yeah, this would have been destroyed. So this never gets hit. Yeah, how do I check if another entity is like valid? I guess I would have to do like if auto target data. How do I? There's got to be a function on the ENTT registry for like if the entity is valid. Valid? Yes. Yeah. Sam Sepiel, thank you for the follow. Target entity was destroyed before effect could be applied. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's probably the right way to handle that. And then I should just return or continue rather. Yeah, let's do an ECS log here. Sure, there. That's a good log. That's a good log there. Let's mark it as an error just so I can see it. I just wanna know that it shows up. Like, I want to know we've solved the issue, so if I see it show up as red, I can figure that out easier. I don't want that anymore. Okay, so I know the scenario, and I think I can create the scenario fairly easily. Are you fucking kidding me, right? Dude, this is happening again. It's so crazy to me that this is like this. I have the number of abilities that I have activated over the past, since I wrote this system, since I last touched this system, which was probably like a year ago at this point. They have all gone off without a hitch. And now today, all of a sudden, everything is an issue. Why isn't this, If I clear the async flag sooner? This is a T-strong object pointer too. Where am I like setting this? Yeah, where I was just looking. Oh, I only use that. Right, I look it up by class. Wait, let me see. Does this store strong object pointers? Should, yeah. This should not happen. Activity data. Did I like, I wonder if I... And I remove it here from the list. But all I did was like click, right? Like, I don't even know what I would need to look at here. I don't even know what I would fucking look at here to like, I don't even know, there's no more information for me to have. Maybe I could look at the vlogger and like... If I have two strong object pointers to the same underlying pointer, is that an issue? I know like T strong object pointer, like, let me read it. Well, it's a ref count. And we would have gotten through all of this. I mean, I could easily, like... I definitely want to ensure here there's 100% an error. Maybe I don't clear the async flag until after this? Is that what's doing it? It's the only idea I could I have right now, actually. I don't know why that would be the case though, because it's a strong object pointer. Like, that's how you're supposed to solve that. I don't know if it's because I have the strong object pointer in two places. Like, I'm activating so many abilities right now. Like, me clicking, me doing this. Like, it's all... This is all abilities. I guess we'll test the other thing while we're here. Okay. It happened again. And it happened with him, the colonist. Let me see what the vlogger said. Oh, could not activate ability does not satisfy tag requirements. Wait, why don't I... I remove it from abilities to apply. I remove the entire payload. I remove the entire piece of data. What do you mean? Oh, is it because I'm re-triggering it? It starts a new ability, though. Oh, you know what I wonder? Because, oh, I'm removing the wrong one because this modifies it. I get it now. I get it now. Had nothing to do with getting garbage collected. Had nothing to do with that. So I need to like store this, make a copy of it or something. We need to make a copy and we need to use that. Okay, I think that's the answer. It's because he was still moving when he tried to activate the ability. I have the moving tag canceling the abilities, or rather preventing them from getting activated to begin with. Wait, no, it's a tree chop ability. He should be able to move while that happens. But yeah, which tag prevented that from getting activated? Oh, was he sprinting? Or no, weapon change delay probably was it, because he equipped an axe. Yeah, that's probably what it was. He couldn't activate it yet because he was delayed. Oh. Oh, he got to it. He got to it. I'm trying to clear this stump out from underneath him. There we go. Okay. He's stuck again. Okay, so we didn't fix it. Fuck. Well, okay, no, we got there. Okay, but now he's just stuck because he's waiting for the damage to happen. He's waiting for damage to happen. Wait, wouldn't I have gotten to wing finish? We would have gotten to miss. Yeah, but then there's nothing to apply it to. Right, okay. God, there's so many freaking edge cases with this, man. So many. Did chop tree would have never happened, right? This where, yeah, this is where I killed it. Your melee ability, his melee ability is still active. Oh, he added the fake collision. But no damage is happening. Because the tree entity is gone. Okay. Okay, I think this is a job for here. Or... I don't have a way to check if this is still a valid entity. I would need to expose that to the blueprints. Because yeah, I would never want to... I think we just let the ability end. We let the ability end. No, because then we're never gonna... he would just be standing there as well. Do I just check if the chop result exists and is equal to miss? Or do I still do the get or add? Be another solution. Or if the ability just ends and we don't do that. Yeah. Thread chop. We add the fake chop collision. Deal damage to target. There would be no damage. Yeah, I think I have to skip all that, and then I think from here it actually needs to be oh no, because this is on the... Oh yeah. No, this is right. This. We're gonna go... We have a chop result, and it's equal to miss. And result is equal to miss. Then we return. Otherwise, we're just gonna... I think if there is no chop result, Like we can set it to fail, because then we basically just missed. Or the tree doesn't exist anymore, I guess. Is there a better way to check that? I could check the interaction object. Is it, would that even still be valid at this point? No, that would be like a potential null pointer, so I'm surprised we would, maybe we never even get here. God damn, so many fucking cases, man. Maybe just from the ability I can just reset his... Maybe I should update the interaction. Yeah, I should just update the interaction status there rather than trying to do all this. Although I still think I kind of want to do this. But again, I don't think I actually get here. I don't know if I actually get here. Oh boy, yep, there we go. This thing again. Like this thing got garbage collected in between these two lines. Oh, I hate you objects. God damn, do I fucking hate you objects. Yeah, that probably just needs to be a weak object pointer. I haven't hit this scenario yet because I've never had any interaction objects that are transient. They're usually ISMCs that persist, so they never really get garbage collected. Okay, let's rebuild. Oh, I wanted to add a function. Over there. I guess I could check if it's alive. Let's just check if it's alive. That's kind of what it means anyway. Is entity dead? Yeah, or if it's dead. And honestly, if it's dead, let's do that in a separate condition. It's not a... Oh my god, I have to do like a whole thing. I don't have the interact action here. Okay. I'm gonna fix that some other time. I gotta get out of here. My brain is mush and I'm hungry. And I need to stretch my legs. Let's find someone to raid. Wow, no one doing the streams, huh? I've ever used Unity? A long time ago. Very little, though. Any English-speaking Unreal Engine developers? Or do we go say hi to Kavino? Let's just go say hi to Kavino. Been a while since I checked in on him. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Shout out to Dev Rowe and Zed Shaw for the raids as well. Thanks everyone, appreciate it. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this fine Sunday. I'm gonna get on up out of here though, so hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. And say hi